This new emperor understood his role perfectly. He was a prisoner in his own palace. He was not allowed to rule, not allowed to preside over state affairs, and was kept under virtual house arrest in the inner court. Wu Zetian had cast aside the silk screen and now sat on the throne herself, ruling openly as the undisputed regent of China. This, at last, was a step too far for the old Tang aristocracy. In 684, a group of high-ranking outraged officials, led by Li Jingye, raised a rebellion in the provinces, declaring Wu a usurper and calling for the restoration of the rightful emperor. They misjudged their opponent. Wu Zetian did not panic. She acted. She branded the rebels as traitors, mobilized her armies, and crushed their rebellion in a matter of weeks with terrifying efficiency. But the rebellion, while a failure, gave Wu Zetian a perfect excuse. It was the proof she needed that enemies were everywhere. She unleashed her secret police, led by her notoriously cruel official Li Junchen, on the entire court. A reign of terror began. She used the rebellion to purge the government of anyone loyal to the Tang family, any official who had ever questioned her, and any aristocrat who stood in her way. Thousands were executed, exiled, or forced to commit suicide, their families destroyed. She was no longer just a ruler. She was the architect of a new order, built on the bones of the old. She had defeated her rivals, her husband's family, and now her son. She had eliminated every man who stood in her way. For years, Wu Zetian had ruled through men. She had been the power behind her husband and the regent for her sons. But by 690, she was done with the pretense. She had spent the last decade meticulously building a case for the unthinkable. This was her true genius, not just in cruelty, but in propaganda.